Alrighty guys, so let's take a look at KOSPI and SK Hynix Samsung on the Korean market, how things are looking like. Market is open over there. We'll also take a look at Micron, its reaction to the overnight, or I should say ongoing KOSPI session right now, how Micron overnight is doing, how Sandisk is doing. Sandisk brutally closed in quite red. But what does it mean, right? Is it like really over, right? So let's talk about all of that. I'll take you over some other semiconductors and memory stocks here as well in this video. Now, before going further, as always, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. Alrighty guys, so what is KOSPI doing right now? It is rebounding. Now, if you have seen my morning videos, and if you have been following my videos, and if you are a member, especially on my membership, you know that a green candle doesn't mean itself anything. All right. Yes, we have a green candle, but what does it mean? Is it gonna go to super highs now, new highs? No. The thing is that we have to see the context of the price action. And what is KOSPI telling us? KOSPI is telling us it's just a rebound as we are already on the decline side. All right. And that's what it is right now. It's just a bounce. After a sell-off of such a deep red magnitude, a rebound is possible. And this is how market works. Let's get to the hourly interval. Like, where should we be even talking strength over here? This whole area on KOSPI until 7,400, this whole area is just a bounce area. Even if you see today, for any reason, if it KOSPI gets to 7,400, it doesn't make it bullish in the direction. It's just going to be a rebound if that happens. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm saying if that happens, because we are not even seeing any signs of that in the price action. We also have another significant level here of resistance at 7,065. We continue to reject here. We gonna continue. Technically, we continue in the negative structure. There is not even a good hourly interval rebounds possible below 7,050 area or 7,060 area. It's a zone. Okay, I'm not gonna precise dollar to dollar. If you have my tools, you already know where the level is. Now, 7,400 until there, as if we bounce, that will be just a bounce. Now, the thing is that stabilization is what we have to see first, and then a turn around possibility. So it will take days, even if stabilization has to build. Okay, but it doesn't have to build because overall structure will take precedence, and overall structure is in the negative side. We have a room to come down, which we are very getting close to, is this zone here on KOSPI, 59.47 to 63.32. It's a big zone, but this is where you can expect, if any expectation have to be built of, okay, some stabilization and sideways action and then transitioning to the upside, if that has to happen, this is the zone that may make it happen. But right now, I'm not seeing any price action that tells me that. Okay. I mean, as just showed you, even a near-term rebound is not going to build until we get above the significant level right above that. Today, what you are seeing on KOSPI is just a bounce right now. Okay, it doesn't make it bullish. Like, for example, like I can show you, let me give you an analogy and a reference point here. Let me find where the GLD is, gold, right? A quick analogy, quick reference so that you understand. A good, great run up, right, on GLD. Then what happened? It started to break the near-term structure right over there. I still have drawings from the time I do it for my members, right? And this is where structure started to break on the near term, right? Then this was the final break of the structure. We went all the way down to 398, rebounded, still rejected at the break of the structure. Now this rebound was so strong that it continued for three weeks, at least 2-3 weeks. But did it make it to the highs again? No. This is where the overall structure broke, and then you can see we continued down. So you get my point. If you would think, oh, this is bullish now, well, look at it, it's down over here, right? So you get my point. It's very important to understand not just the candles, But what is the price action telling us? Okay, just want to show you that chart. GLD is a really great chart right now for references, analogy for people who just never think things may cool off, who just think, oh, it's just gonna be to the new highs all the time, every day. Market is just never gonna cool off, right? So GLD, hedge of the money, right? Gold can never be bad to buy. No, it can be. You have to still do the price action, right? Because look at it, how down it has come down to, and I'm still telling my members it's still not a buy. It will get cheaper, and I'll tell my members when it's a buy. But anyways, let's get back to KOSPI. I just want to show you that and use that analogy over there. Now, so that's pretty much what KOSPI is, guys. Right now, we are just a little bit bouncing today, green body. Don't get excited. We are still in the negative direction to the downside on this thing. All right, let's get to now SK Hynix on the Korean market. So how is it doing? As you can already understand, as how I explained to you on KOSPI, yes, you got it. It's just a bounce today. It doesn't make it overall bullish. It's just a bounce for the day, okay? Some shorts may be covering, a little bit of pump coming, and all that stuff. Excuse me. We broke the structure at 2,461,000, all right? Now, you cannot expect any proper upside to begin on this thing until we get above this zone. This is your right now strong resistance. This is a near term, actually, another resistance that has, confirmed itself, right? Because we are already in the negative direction. Now this is your near term area that as we stay below this, that is around 2,034,000, okay? We stay below that until there is just going to be a bounce. You cannot trade any upside. You cannot have any probability of having a successful trade to the upside unless and until it gets above this zone. And so SK Hynix here is still on the negative side. Yes, it's doing a bounce. It's just a bounce though, guys, right now. Okay. As I said, if the things have to turn around, we'll have to get above this 2,034,000. Oh, sorry, 2,034,000, right? So anyways, it's easy, but how low can we continue? Well, so look, even if bounces comes and we slow down here, reject, just like here. Yes, transition phase, bounces came, right? And I was telling you this very thing, guys, this is just a rebound. This is just a rebound. So rebounds can last for quite some time before we make the next leg lower, right? This lasted for 3-5 days, a week, right? So yes, this may, but that's the whole point. The direction is to the downside right now. And, if we lose 1,692,000, man, they got to split at just this thing or something. These numbers are just so big, okay? So this is the next zone possibly that we will possibly come down to, okay? And this is where you may expect a stabilization right now. But that cool off is okay. It's a good cool off. Anyways, I know bulls may not want to hear that, but hey, I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what the reality is in the price action in the market. Samsung also, guys, just a bounce today, still negative regardless of whatever earnings blockbusters earning had. Didn't do much, right? I mean, earnings did great, but the price action broke up here, right? And around 312,500. And as you can see, we have been still in the decline here. Okay, so nothing changes here, guys. Okay, nothing changes here. We are in the decline, and the zone that we can possibly get to is at this point on this thing as well on Samsung is right down here, 215,000 area. Okay, so yeah, so market is still down. Today's price action is just a bounce. If stabilization has to build, well, you will have to let it, without breaking further below, get closer to 287,000. Then only there's a possibility of some stabilization build up, otherwise no. All right, let's take a look at how Micron and Sandisk are doing. And SK Hynix overnight session, yeah, it's down in the overnight session, $15 more. Well, no, it's not showing anything still here. Anyways, but you got my point, right? It's just an extension from the Korean market, the Nasdaq SK Hynix. Okay, let's take a look at Micron. So as I have told you in the morning as well, that Micron rebound transition is over. of the last 2 days. Once we lost today 950. Now in the overnight session, it is just 12 cents up, so it doesn't really make any difference, but at least you can take some calmness in the fact that it's actually it has negated in the overnight session. Here it is in the overnight session. The post market collapse also that it's been doing, it has a little bit come back up to the close to the closing price. But guys, look, once we lost 950, you can see it couldn't regain it, right? Because structure broke. The rebound structure broke below 950, and you can see we are staying below that. And that's the whole point. You cannot even look any strength on this thing unless you see it get above 950 from where we are. Okay, and yeah, then it's just going to continue lower, and the zone is 845 zone down below, right? So it may not happen like right away, but you know, the price action is not going to turn around. I told you at 1100 get out, right? So yeah, this is on the weakness side, guys. Okay, Micron. So now let's get to excuse me, Sandisk. How is Sandisk doing? Well, first of all, how is Sandisk doing for the day? Really bad, right? The rebound, 2 days of rebound got negated today once we lost 1860 area, right? 1850, 1860. Now, I have been telling you that there's a transition phase it was in. Now, if it can break out above 1940, it didn't complete its transition. When I say 1940, you get my point. Yeah, 1940 around, right? It didn't got out of the transition phase. Rebounds lasted just as a rebound. And once we lost that 1860 area, you can see complete fall. It did lose another, that's where you will see a little bit of reaction at the significant level. Reaction came down to the next significant level. The point is that when the structure breaks, you are using significant level to know how much of a first fall would be for like especially day trade, or even if you are taking multi-day short and all, accordingly size down, because bounce may happen. Bounce happens, and then this is your confirmation is rejecting again, got to the next significant level. The significant levels is where the price would react the most. These levels all automatically are marked by my tools for you. If you need access to my tools, guys, check out the details in the description of this video. While I'm on that topic, a lot of stocks that I talk with my members as well. You can join my members only stocks coverage as well if you are interested. Every day video comes out, a lot of stocks I talk with my members, how the price action is looking like, where the money is flowing, what am I buying, how, and the follow-ups on those as well. Everything is in continuation, nothing is in isolation. So if you want to check it all out, just check it out on my members only videos. You can find them on my Patreon as well. On Patreon, you can get my tools as well. And or if you just want the videos, members only videos, you can join even from the YouTube side. Just join button is in the bottom here. Okay. So yeah, Sandisk a little bit in the overnight session coming up here at closer to the closing price, 1681 up here. But guys, look, it doesn't make it bullish, okay? Like even if we, let's say, get above tomorrow 1694 and starts to push up, first time it will just be a day of a rebound. It will be a good stabilization, but it'll be just a part of a rebound, nothing more than that right now. Okay, so the weakness is still there, and unfortunately, if we lose 1590, the next zone is 1282. Okay, all right. Let's take a look at some of the other ones here as well, real quick. NVDA doing fine. I mean, it's sure overall semiconductors are falling, so it's a little bit giving up today, but it's still a part of a pullback. Definitely manage the position if you're not able to tolerate it below 203. But then I'm okay even like through these pullbacks, even like 199 and 50 cents. The point is that this is a part of a pullback, but yes, if it loses it, technically we are supposed to size down our position because we are losing a near-term price action structure, which may bring some weakness to the next level. So AMD also a little bit, again, like liquidity grab zone is still a little bit giving a pressure of sell-off today. Came down again at 528. Let's see if, again, at this point, it's just about where it's going to break out, up or down, right? So if you have had a long running position, definitely I have been telling you take partial profits here. And for the rest, just hold. If you break to the downside, get out. If you break to the upside, continue to hold, right? But liquidity grab is still really acting strong, okay? There's still a lot of liquidity grabbing happening there. ARM still continues to the downside, guys, still negative here. I don't really foresee things changing. There's a TSM earnings. That is your only chance that can turn around the things. TSM itself is not doing any better. It is also just about to collapse. So, but if something would have to change or turn around, that will be on Thursday. Okay. Intel also is continuing negative in after breaking the structure. Technically, it broke the structure up here, 127 and above. I already told you that. It's continuing just in the negative structure, and so is Seagate. Also, still weakness here. It did do its rebound, but rebound also today. Just like Sandisk lost it, so did Seagate loses its rebound at this 881 area. So yeah, the transition phases are pretty much just done on these things, and unfortunately, overall structure is still taking precedence. They couldn't turn the rebound into overall strength. They just crashed at that very edge, especially Sandisk. It just couldn't at the very edge. And that's why these price action, these levels are so important that I give you, because that's your defining area for a price action change. And my tools marks all these levels automatically for you guys. There are 4 tools. You only see 1 tool on my videos, but there are 4 tools that will make you a profitable trader. You will also get the onboarding videos if you are interested. All right, guys, details are in the description of this video. That's all I had for you. Just before wrapping up, let's take a quick look again, real quick, at KOSPI. Yeah, no, decline continues. So is SK Hynix, still in the decline. Like there's just a bounce, right? Nothing more than that. And so is Samsung, still negative. So yeah, guys. Anyways, that's all. And with that, I'll see you in my next videos. Take care. Bye.